And if you're not a Nigerian and you're thinking of marrying a Nigerian man, that is how we do, okay? And let me give you a little tip. Try to find yourself an Igbo man. They do great. I won't even lie. No tribe in Nigeria come close to an Igbo man. They are very responsive. They are very responsible. They are very intentional about their wife. Welcome to today's episode. Today's episode is a very interesting and exciting one. I hope this episode makes you as excited as I am. Without further ado, let's go straight to today's episode. Let's talk about this movie that's making everyone talk, Love in Every Word, on Omoni Oboli TV on YouTube. As I talk about this movie already have 8.4 million views in 4 days. This movie, it's not like we have never seen the storyline before, but it was just, I don't know if it's about the actor or if it's about the actors. Bam Bam is it's not like she's new to the gram, but she's an amazing actor. That movie is so interesting. You're gonna be so glued to this movie. Every scene was a hit, and it's on Omoni Oboli TV on YouTube. It's a very interesting movie, and the movie title is Love in Every Word. I don't know where she got that title from, but truly it is Love in Every Word. I heard that a lot of people were talking about Uzo Arukwe. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing it right. And people say he was very amazing in that movie. And I don't know why people are surprised that Uzo Arukwe will do anything short of being an amazing in any movie at all. If you have never watched him before, maybe you will find him, you will say that he did very well here. But for me, I have watched Uzo in so many movies, and he has always brought his A game on board. For those of your favorite that had made name, even though they are not as amazing as Uzo, I would say Grace just found them. But Uzo, I believe that this movie called Love in Every Word would be that grace, would be that breakthrough, would be that that thing that you have been waiting for in your career as an actor. Trust me, the world will hear about you. You are bigger than the screen that you're doing now. I pray that for every movie that you star in now will always be a Netflix movie or will always be a Prime movie. Enough of the regular Nollywood movie. I know this movie is on YouTube now, but I pray that it makes its way to Netflix and it also makes its way to Prime movies as well. Thumbs up to your amazing acting skills, and Bam Bam, you did so well. Like, I could relate to every scene. And there's something about Bam Bam. She has this soft spoken tone that gives class and sophistication all together, and it's just effortless. Thank you for gracing our screen. Thumbs up to Uzo Arukwe and Bam Bam. You guys did an amazing job there. With that being said, let me say thumbs up to all the Igbo men that despite all the wokeness, the civilization, and all of this 50-50 things going on in marriage, an Igbo man has taken pride in being a sole provider in his marriage, and he has taken pride in taking care of his wife. Like, taking care of a wife for an Igbo man is his sole pride and fulfillment, and that boosts his ego. Like I said, despite all the civilization going on, an Igbo man still takes pride in taking care of his wife and his children. He is not into this 50-50 arrangement that is going on now. And truly, thumbs up to all the Igbo people in the house. And we pray that every other tribe will learn from you guys that your your God-given purpose on earth is to be a provider. Let's not forget about that. Just have the money first. If a woman decides not to spend your money, it's a different thing, but please bring the money to the table. Okay, let's talk about the movie itself. There's something that I learned about the movie. When a woman is in a relationship where the man is not a provider, there's just the stress that goes on in that marriage. The lady is extremely stressed. Like, the first thing that we saw how Bam Bam was so angry with his so-called boyfriend who was not financially capable, and she was just walked up. Why is she the one carrying the weight of the relationship, especially financially? Not just financially, she was the sole provider. She bought the boys' shoes, he bought the boys' clothes, he bought everything the guy was wearing. And you also that when once she was angry, she stripped that guy naked. I don't think any woman would want to be in that shoes. Please, men, no matter, I know we are in 2025 and I don't believe any woman is lazy in this day and time. Everyone is trying so hard to be relevant, but please, be the table and put something on that table. We are not coming to put something on the table. What I'm trying to say is that try to be financially capable so that if you marry a woman and if a woman has a business idea, she shouldn't have a problem finding someone to finance that business proposal. Like, imagine a woman who has so much business idea, but she's stuck because she does not have the money to finance that idea. So to finance that great idea that you have. So please, every man out there, try your very best. I might be you guys might say that I'm from the 20th century. I do not care. I am a sole supporter of a man who is completely a responsible man, a man who takes pride in providing for his family. Okay, another thing again that I learned from that movie is that we cannot have it all in one man. We all know that Bam, that name. We all know that Bam Bam was a lady who was um, fascinated, or who was how do I say, who was sweeting, or who was we all know that Bamba was that lady who wanted a man who is handsome, a man who is who knows how to dress, and a man who knows how to speak Queen's English. And she found that in her first boyfriend, but financially that guy was lacking, and the guy was so much irresponsible that even when Bambam was providing financially, he couldn't even put the finance into use. So in that movie, you will find out that you cannot find everything in one man. So if you're a woman that's out there who is trying to who is trying to find in one man tall, dark, and handsome and wealthy. And this time we're not even talking about being rich, we're talking about wealthy, because we all know that Uzo Arikwe in that movie was a wealthy man. So and when she found Uzo Arokwe, she found out that Uzo was financially okay. He was responsible. He was everything, but he does not know how to speak Queen's English. He has this Igbo accent that really made Bambam not to be so comfortable with him. She was so irritated whenever he speaks. Oh, well, not irritation. She was embarrassed whenever the man speaks. So all in all, you cannot get a perfect man. If the man seems to be perfect, then there's something really wrong. Okay. In as much as I said with God all things are possible, we all know that no human is perfect. But again, we also find out that as a man, trust me, spend your time trying to create wealth for yourself, not for anybody at this time. You're not thinking about a wife, you're not thinking about a child. You are thinking about yourself. You are thinking about your confidence. You're thinking about your ego at the time. So instead of you just waiting to have a life with a woman where you will share 50-50, why don't you just spend that time creating a life where you don't need a woman to share 50-50 with you before you can do anything in life. You guys know that Uzo was oozing of confidence. When a man sees a woman for the first time and say, I am going to marry you, do you know what that means? Because he knows his tea. Like, there's this thing that wealth gives to you. As a man, if you're not wealthy, it strips you of your confidence and it makes you unnecessarily very angry. We know that when Bamba and Uzo came together, um, he was not getting the green light that he really wanted, but he was not really showing that anger as a man. Or even when Bamba rejected him and said that, I like you, but the way that you speak, I do not like your accent. You can see that he didn't show that. Maybe he was angry, but he didn't show that kind of crazy anger because he knew what he had got. Like, wealth gives a man 1,000,001 confidence. Like, I don't know how to put it. If you guys really understand what I'm trying to say, he was oozing of confidence. But trust me, if he was a poor guy or a guy who is a struggling guy, if he was a struggling guy who was just trying to find his feet in the society, trust me, if a woman rejects you that openly or just tell you to your face that I don't like the way you speak, you guys will see You guys will see the anger that man will exhibit in that scene. But and even when Bamba rejected him, he said that he has respect and he took himself away gracefully. As a man, whatever you were getting, just like when the Bible says, whatever you get understanding, get wisdom. Whatever you get as a man, please try to make yourself financially stable. Do you know what it means for a man to be financially stable? Uzo, Odogu Parara came to collect Bamba's number in her workplace. Just coming to collect number, he brought Parara people. Even it's not the Parara that Bambam is used to. He brought the Parara of the Ogene people that he knows. Okay, he bought an entire building just to collect a number. The lady was just pricing her jewelry. He got it. Like when you marry a financially stable man, or you just have to say the word. You just have to say the word. But again, as a woman, try to constantly add value to your life. Because if you also know that Bamba was also a child that the mother was so proud of, and Uzo also saw something in her. She was not just working in 9 to 5, she had a business that she was also running. So please, as a woman, try to um get something doing so that when a man sees you, he won't see you hungry. When a man sees you, he will not see that without him, you would not have a life. So as we are encouraging men to get themselves financially stable, please, women, try to add value to your life. Try to find something doing. Try to let something be working. Just like when Uzo was telling Bam Bam that he was going to invest in her business. What is that thing that you have that an already made man will want to invest in? This question goes to everyone watching me. What is that thing that you have as a woman that if you meet an already made man, what I'm trying to say that if you meet a wealthy man today, do you have a business plan? Do you have something that you have always wanted to do? Or do you already have something that you are doing that he will want to finance? Some of us just come with our 10 hands and 10 legs to the table without necessarily bringing. I'm not in a space where I will tell a woman, what do you bring to the table? But what I'm trying to say is that don't be helpless. Don't be pathetic. Don't be a charity case as a woman. Try to do your own thing so that when you meet that opportunity, it will just be sweet. And can we also see that when you meet a man that is wealthy, when you meet a man that is financially okay, life is soft. People were saying that we are all looking for Odogu Parara. Are we as soft as Bam Bam? Let me tell you something. With what is his name? With Uzo Arukwe in that movie, Bamba has no reason to stress. Naturally, she's a very soft and soft-spoken and very classy girl. Plus, when class and soft-spokenness meets wealth, it's even more softer. Who understand what I'm trying to say? So there was just no reason for Bam Bam to stress. There was just no reason whatsoever. And we also talk about the scene that gets everyone like really crazy. When Bam Bam's boss was stressing her up, sorry, that name Bam Bam, when her boss was stressing her up and was calling her up at 3 a.m. in the morning, did you see how a man that is truly with you, a man that truly respects you and expects that other people around you will respect you as much as he respects you? Did you see the way he responded to that lady? See, find you a man that is wealthy. And it's not just that he was wealthy, he was intentional, he was kind, he went extra mile. Some of you don't even have nothing. And when once you just dish out money, you think that is all. There's more to, as a woman, don't just find a man that is wealthy. Find a man that is kind. Find a man that truly loves you. Find a man that is ready to go extra mile. Everybody have their love language, but trust me, money can suit into all of that love language. Let me tell you, money is my love language. Okay, find you a man that truly loves you. He did not just end at having money. He took our time to organize a dinner. He took our time to bring parara. He was intentional. Some of you do not even have not even done nothing yet. Just because you bought a girl lunch and you're already being so disrespectful. So as a sister out there, if you find a man that is wealthy, also on your own part, do your own assignment, do get something doing so that when you find an odogu pararara, he will have something that he wants to invest in and how do I say, for those of you who say Bam Bam was so soft and we are looking for Odogu Parara, I know that men were talking about how soft Bam Bam's body is and she's so curvy and all of that, but we all know that if a man comes for you, a wedding man comes for you, he likes the way that you are. That's why he comes. So don't care about Bam Bam's body, okay? But what I draw out from there, that if you find a man that is if you find, as a woman, if you find a wealthy man, trust me, you have no business with stress. Your voice will be so soft. Money makes everything go smooth, nice. Okay. So if you haven't watched the movie, please go and watch it. And the name of the movie is Love in Every Word. And if you're not a Nigerian and you're thinking of marrying a Nigerian man, that is how we do. Okay. The way you saw the actor Uzo Arukwe treat Bam Bam in that movie, that is how Nigerian men do. And let me give you a little tip. Try to find yourself an Igbo man. They do great. I won't even lie. No tribe in Nigeria come close to an Igbo man. They are very responsive. They are very responsible. They are very intentional about their wife. Once again, thumbs up to Bam Bam and Uzo Arokwe. You guys did an amazing job. And I pray that the grace that you have been waiting for has come, and it has come to stay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next episode.